You're walking to class. Normal hallway. Normal noise. Normal day. Then you hear it. A loud bang. Maybe a locker. Maybe a prank. Then another one. And this time, people freeze. Some start running. So just stand there. This is where most people lose time. The first 10 seconds matter more than anything else. Your brain is already telling you something is wrong. You don't wait for confirmation. You act on probability. Distance equals safety. So tell me, do you run toward the sound to see what's happening? Or do you immediately move away and look for the nearest exit? You ran toward the sound. Curiosity feels natural. Information feels powerful. But in a real threat scenario, moving toward unknown danger removes your biggest advantage: distance. You don't have a plan. You don't have visibility. You don't have cover. You just have adrenaline. Notice what happened. The exit is now behind you. Other students are running the opposite way. You're entering a narrowing space with blind corners. In active threat situations, people who move toward noise often get trapped between chaos and the source. Speed without direction is not strategy. It's reaction. And reaction without awareness puts you exactly where you don't want to be. Closer. That's the right instinct. Distance is your first layer of protection. When you don't know where the threat is, you move away from the sound, not toward it. You choose open space over blind corners. You choose exits over information. Notice what you did right. You didn't freeze. You didn't investigate. You created distance. That buys you time, but you're not safe yet, because now you're outside and you don't know where the threat actually is. So tell me, do you keep running across the open parking lot, or stay low and use the building for cover? Open space feels like freedom, but in an active threat situation, open space can mean exposure. Parking lots create long sight lines, minimal cover, multiple angles, nowhere to disappear. Notice the mistake. You ran fast, but you ran into visibility. Cars are concealment, not reliable cover. Thin metal doesn't reliably stop rounds. And large windows behind you create unknown angles. You also separated yourself from structure. Distance is good, exposure is not. When escaping, you move away from the threat, but you use hard cover whenever possible. Running blindly across open ground removes your options. And survival is about options. Return to 2 o'clock and choose again. That's smart movement. You didn't just run. You use structure. Walls provide hard cover. Corners allow controlled visibility. And larger vehicle engine blocks offer better protection than thin doors. You checked angles before exposing yourself. You reduced your silhouette. You kept options open. That's the difference between panic and strategy. But now there's a problem. The main road ahead is clear. Yet your phone vibrates. Emergency alert. Remain inside the building. So what do? Keep moving away from campus. Or re-enter and find a secure lockdown room. Leaving campus might feel safer. But here's what you missed. You don't know where the threat is. You don't know police perimeter. You don't know which direction responders are moving from. When you run into unsecured zones, you become an unknown variable. Notice what happened. You had no destination, no confirmed safe rally point, no communication plan. And now, armed responders are arriving. In chaotic scenes, anyone moving quickly or holding objects can be misinterpreted. Survival isn't just about escaping the threat. It's about not becoming part of the confusion. Return to 320 and choose again. This is controlled survival. When escape isn't fully clear, you secure, lock the door, barricade with heavy objects, turn off lights, silence phones. The goal is to create time and uncertainty. For the threat, you're no longer exposed. You're no longer visible. You've created layers between you and danger. But there's still one decision left. You hear footsteps in the hallway. Someone tries the door handle. Do you stay completely silent and hold the barricade, or shout that the room is occupied? Instinct says warn. Instinct says shout. But sound gives away position. When you announce that a room is occupied, you confirm exactly where people are. In a lockdown scenario, uncertainty is protection. Silence creates doubt. Noise removes it. The goal isn't negotiation. The goal is delay. Every second of uncertainty increases the chance. Their responders reach the area first. You don't escalate. You don't reveal. You stay silent. Return to 440 and choose again. Silence works. You didn't reveal your position. You didn't escalate. You let uncertainty do its job. Barricade. Darkness. Phones silenced. Objects ready only as last resort. Remember, fight is only when there is no other option. Right now, you created time, and time saves lives. But then, you hear a loud voice in the hallway. Police! Open the door. What do? Rush to open it immediately, or verify before removing the barricade? You don't rush. You respond with control. From behind the barricade, you ask for identification. You listen for multiple voices. You wait for clear instructions. Real responders will give specific calm commands. They may slide identification under the door. They may instruct you to stay put. Verification first, movement second. Eventually, you hear coordinated communication in the hallway. Multiple officers, clear chain of command, consistent instructions. Keep your hands visible. Move slowly, one person at a time. That's structured response. Now you prepare to exit correctly. Let's break it down. Run if you can create distance safely. Hide if escape isn't clear. Fight only as a last resort. Use cover. Control noise. Verify before exposing yourself. Panic reacts. Survival thinks. Now it's your turn. If this happened in your school, would you freeze? Would you follow the crowd? Or would you think? Remember, distance, cover, silence, verification.